Good morning, everybody. This is Monday morning, so welcome to Strength and Balance here on Zoom with me, Hannah. You will need a couple of pieces of equipment today. First of all, the all-important water bottle, so we can keep ourselves hydrated as we exercise, and then you'll also need a set of weights. I use a 3-pound set of dumbbells. You can use a 2, a 3, or a 5. All of those would be just fine. And if you don't have access to a set of weights, you can also use soup cans, full water bottles. So 2 of the same size or weight object would work fine as well. You'll see that I am using a yoga mat to stand on. Most it's because it's just more comfortable than the kitchen floor. We won't be doing any exercises down on the ground. We will use a chair probably to stretch right at the end. And then we'll also need to use an incline during our strength part of our class. So that would be, you could use the chair. Well, sorry, not the chair. You could use like the counter, the table, your chair if it's really sturdy. We'll need something where we can kind of put ourselves at a 45-degree. I'm going to use the wall, which is very simple. You've probably seen me do this before. So the wall, you can use, the table, the counter, that works as well. Somewhere where you can have your feet close, your body at a 45-degree. I'm not explaining this very well. I'll use the wall. It will become more clear as we go on. So let's begin. We're going to stand up and warm up. We'll do some strength. We'll do some balance. We'll stretch and we'll be finished. It'll be about 35 minutes here. So let's begin. Up on our feet to start with. Hopefully you can see my feet. Here we go. So standing up nice and tall, and we're going to march on the spot to start with. So moving those arms forwards and backwards, picking up our feet nice and easy, letting those shoulders relax. And let's pull those shoulders up towards our ears. We'll slowly relax them down. Lift those shoulders up and down. Excellent. Shoulders up and down, and again, pull those shoulders up and down. Let's roll our shoulders both at the same time here. Nice big circles. And back in the other direction. Roll our shoulders forwards. Oh, excuse me. Just bring those arms out to the side and make some little circles here. Keep those feet marching and circle those hands backwards. Good. Let's take one hand, push forwards, and the other, pull both those arms back. Push forward, forward, pull those arms back. Forward, forward, pull those arms back. And again, push forward, forward, pull those arms back. Let's go up to the ceiling. 1, 2, and pull down. 1, 2, pull those hands down. 1, 2, pull down. And again, push up one hand and the other, pull those hands down. Great. Give those shoulders a shake. Let's stand with our feet hip width apart here, and we're going to circle our hips. Nice and slowly. Go back in the other direction. Excellent. Let's tap our toes. Heels touching the floor. We're tapping our toes on the ground. We'll pick our hands up. Wiggle those fingers a little bit. Squeeze those hands. Stretch those fingers out. Squeeze and stretch. Squeeze and stretch and squeeze and stretch. Squeeze and stretch. And let's tap those fingers to thumb. Good. Let's take one foot, tap your toe and your heel. So and heel. And let's circle our wrists as we do this. So, heel, so, heel. Back in the other direction. Heel, so, heel, so, heel. Switch to the other side. Tap your toe and your heel. And let's march those arms here. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Good. All right, let's, I'm just going to take a quick drink and then we'll begin. I'd like you to pick up both your weights. To begin with, we're going to hold these weights here on our shoulder. We're going to do a squat here, holding these two weights. So standing with our feet hip width apart, standing nice and tall. We're going to sink into that squat. Exhale to stand up. We'll inhale, slowly lower down. And exhale to stand. Good. Nice deep breath as we lower down. Exhale as we stand. Good, let's do two more. And again. Excellent. We'll do some heel raises next, and if you can, you're going to keep both those weights here on your shoulder. Now, if you have to hold on to something, if you have to hold on to the wall or the chair for support here, you can pop the one weight down. But if you think you can do this and you're confident in your balance, let's hold a weight on each shoulder. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes and slowly lower those heels towards the floor. Sitting up, slowly lowering down. Good. Standing tall. Good. Slowly on the way down. And let's do one more. Oops, that's a little fast there. Great. We're going to bring the weights down, and then we're going to work on some upper body movements. So I'm standing tall, my feet are hip width apart again. I'm going to hold a weight in each hand, and my weights to start with are facing my body. My hands are facing my body. So I'm going to lift my one arm up and forwards, and then the other one comes forwards. And then we'll lift those arms, one to the side, and the other to the side. To the front again, forwards, forwards, and to the side. One and two. Good. Bring those hands forwards, forwards, and out to the side. Good. Standing tall, moving slowly. Forwards to the sides. One and two. And then again. Forwards, forwards, hands to the sides. Let's go all the way around again. Forwards, forwards, and hands to the side. Lift and lower. Good. Let's bring those weights down, or put one weight down, and we'll keep hold of just the one single weight. We're going to take this weight, so it's right up above our heads, reaching straight up to the ceiling. Let's bend our elbows, lower that weight behind our head, straight up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower down, and exhale up. Oh, I just have to add somebody into the class. Good. Hands up, slowly lower down. Good. Nice deep breaths as you lower that weight. We'll exhale, lift those hands up. Let's do two more. And again, last one. Good. Relax and lower those arms down. And let's pop that weight down. Now you remember at the beginning we talked about an incline. We're going to use that now. So I'm going to use the wall right here. Now I'm standing an arm's length away from my wall. So have your hands flat on the wall and make sure you're about an arm's length there. We're going to take one step back. So now you can see that incline I was talking about. My hands are still flat against the wall. My feet are further away than my head, and that's kind of the angle we want. Standing up nice and tall, or a tall spine is what I mean. I'm looking at a spot in between my hands, so I'm not looking down at my feet. I'm not looking up at the ceiling. Just that spot in between my hands here. And take some deep breaths. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. Good, holding nice and still. And breathing deeply. Good, we've got about 5 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and let's step up and away from that wall. We are going to do one more here. So into that position again. Arm's length away. We're going to do some push-ups using the wall. So you can be standing straight and parallel to the wall if you want to. You're going to bend your elbows, bring yourself close to the wall, push yourself away. That's the easier option. The slightly more difficult option is to take that one step away, like we were in that plank, lowering and pushing yourself away. So choose which one is easiest. I'm going to stay standing upright. I'll show you. You can go a little further and step those feet away if you want to. Otherwise, we're just going to inhale, lower ourselves towards the wall, exhale to push away. Good, thinking about breathings here. Inhaling and exhaling nice and slowly. Keeping that head up. And we'll do one more. Excellent. And you can relax those arms. Good, I'm going to grab a drink and then we will do all of those again. Cool. So let's pick up our weights. One in each hand, and we're going to hold them up here at our shoulders and we'll squat. So feet hip width apart, standing nice and tall, feet relaxed into the ground. Let's bend the knees, lower that bum towards the floor, and exhale to stand up. Good. Not too fast, nice and slowly down. A little quicker as you stand. Good, let's do one more. Perfect. Heel raises are next. So keep these weights here on your shoulder if you can. That probably means that you won't have a hand free to balance yourself. And if you need that balance, let's remove one weight and just hold the one weight. So pushing yourself up onto your tiptoes, slowly lowering towards the floor. Good, we're standing up nice and tall, looking up and ahead. Good. Great, shoulders are relaxed. Let's do one more here. Good, relax those feet down. Let's take those weights in our hands. We'll do those forward and side raises. So I'm starting with a weight in each hand palms are facing me. So I'm lifting one arm and then the other. And then arms to the sides. So I just have to move so I don't hit the wall. Good. Forwards and to the side. Great. Forwards and to the side. Good. Forwards to the side. Standing nice and tall. We're not moving too quickly. To the side. And once more, all the way around. Forwards and to the side. Excellent. Let's put one weight down. Keep hold of the one. We'll hold it above our heads. So straight up to the ceiling. We're bending at the elbows, lowering that weight behind your head. Back up to the ceiling. Good. Again, we're standing nice and tall. Good, nice and slow. And one more. Nice and slowly lower that weight behind your head. Straight up to the ceiling. Perfect. And let's slowly, carefully put that weight away. To the wall now, where we'll practice that plank and then our push-ups. So the arms length away from the wall, we're going to step back. So now our head is closer than our feet. And we're just going to hold it right here for 30 seconds starting now. So holding nice and still. Taking deep breaths. And looking at that point in between your hands. Good, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's stand up. And then we'll practice those push-ups too. So again, an arm's length from the wall. I'm going to stay standing up nice and tall. If that feels too easy, you can step your feet away so that, again, your head is closer to the wall than your feet. And you're at that little bit of an angle, but I'm going to stay standing straight up. This feels like enough of a challenge. Let's inhale, lower ourselves to the wall. Exhale, push away. Let's really think about the position of your head. I want you to focus on a spot on the wall in between your hands. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. And relax those arms down. Great work. A quick drink for me. Join in if you want to. And then we will work on some balance. So let's have our feet close together to start with. As close as they can be. So we challenge our balance a little bit and we can think about the way we're standing and relaxing our body into this position. So feet are nice and relaxed. All our toes, excuse me, all our toes pressing into the ground. We're standing up nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed at your sides. And let's reach one arm up to the ceiling. And the other. Good. Arms slowly out to the sides. We'll reach one forward, one backwards. Good, and back in the other direction. Excuse me. Back to center and slowly relax those arms down. Good. Let's get straight into standing on one leg a little bit. We'll start on our right leg. So remember, when we're working on balance, we always want to be close to what I like to call your support furniture. For me, it's this handy wall right here. You can use your chair, the table, the counter, the kitchen island, that counter, the back of the sofa, something sturdy that can hold your weight. If you were to lose your balance, you can grab hold of it. So let's make sure we're within an arm's reach of that piece of furniture. I am. Actually, just off camera, I have a chair right here. So I've got support furniture on all sides. And if that is helpful for you, then go ahead and set yourself up like that too. So weight onto my right leg to start with, which means that I want to really get that right foot relaxed into the floor. If you're wearing shoes, try not to have your toes all bunched up in the front of your shoe. I am not wearing shoes, so I'm really making sure I'm pressing all my toes into the squishy mat here, so it's nice and relaxed. And a little bend of my right knee too. I'm standing up tall, and I'm going to take my left foot up off the ground. If you prefer to keep that big toe on the floor to hold, and that's enough of a challenge, then you can balance that way too. If you're confident taking your foot off the floor, you can take your foot off the floor. So let's stand up here. We're going to take one arm to the ceiling, and then the other, if you can. Hands together and down into this prayer position, and we're going to hold here. Remember, you're holding on to your chair, your support furniture if you need to. Whoops. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. And we'll switch to the other side. So my left foot is the one doing the work now. So taking a moment to make sure that left foot is nice and relaxed into the ground, and taking the right foot up, so a toe can be touching the floor, or that foot can be all the way up. Standing tall, let's raise one arm to the ceiling. We'll hold like this for a few moments. And the other side. Hands together, down into this prayer position, and we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that foot. Excellent. We'll move around a little here. We're going to stand with our feet a bit wider than hip width apart, and we're going to shift our weight from one foot to the other. Nice and easy. Side to side. Keeping our feet on the floor to start with, and standing ourselves up nice and high. You're looking up at me. Good. We're going to start moving our arms a little bit. So as I come to the left, I'm going to reach my left arm out. And as I move to the right, oops, you guessed it, my right arm is going to stretch out. So I'm really working on pushing that weight from one foot to the other, nice and slowly. Good, let's go a little bit further. So now as you come to the left, let's take that right arm and reach. So you're reaching right across, I just have to change angles. There we go, right across your body. I was almost hitting the wall every time. So reaching one hand and then the other. Good, really pushing from one foot to the other here. We have a nice little stretch, and we stretch across our body too. Good. We're moving Now relaxing our arms, and we're going to pick up one foot at a time. So now we're lifting our feet off the floor slowly, again one at a time. Good, standing tall. Once more each side, 1 and 2. Now as you step onto your left, let's reach up the right foot and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And onto your left foot and reach the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do one more each side. Onto that left foot, raise the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then on the other side. Whoops. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Oh, her legs are aching. Let's move around a little bit more and we'll work on our tightrope walk. So we're going to take heel to toe steps. Forwards and backwards. Not like that. Let me start again. Feet very close to each other. Heel to toe if you can. Taking little steps forwards and backwards. Our chest is nice and tall. We're looking up and ahead. And just moving slowly. Good. Good, nice tall chest. Relax through the shoulders. Nice and slowly. And let's come back. Come back to the edge of the mat here. We're going to move forwards and backwards in a different way here for a couple of moments. We're going to come up onto our tiptoes and we're going to tiptoe. So very small feet, or very small steps, sorry. Raising those heels off the ground. It's quite intense for your calves, but kind of fun too to challenge that balance in a different way. Up on your tiptoes, forwards and backwards. Good. Can you lift your hands above your head? Forwards and backwards. And then slowly lower those hands. Excellent. All right, that's fun. Let's go ahead and stretch. So we'll take one arm across our body here. Hold it nice and still and relax into the stretch. Take some deep breaths. And let's switch to the other side. Good, relax those arms. Let's take one hand up to the ceiling. And we're going to bend that elbow, bring that hand behind your back. Let's take the other hand and see if you can reach those hands towards each other. See how close you can get here. Good, relax those arms. We'll switch to the other side, up to the ceiling, bend at the elbow, hand behind your back, and hold here. Good. Pull my head. Relax that arm here, and let's have a seat. I'm going to sit right at the front of our chair, stretch one leg out, heel touching the floor, toe to the ceiling, and we'll hinge at the hip here. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg. Let's switch to the other side. Heel to the floor, toe to the ceiling, and hinge forward. Feel that stretch. Good, let's sit up. Take your right hand to your left knee, and we're going to look back over that left shoulder. Sitting up nice and tall. Good, back to center, left hand to right knee, and back over that shoulder. Good, back to center here again. Let's come up to feet. We're going to take our hands and reach for the back of the room. Stretch your fingers right out, reach behind you, squeeze through your shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Wrap those arms around yourself. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze and a pat on the back. Thanks everybody for joining me on Monday morning. And I will see you hopefully all on Friday. Okay,
Thanks,
bye.
Hannah.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Hannah.
No problem. You're welcome, friends. See you soon.
I've been up since 6, but I forgot to start.
Oh, no problem. Late is better than never.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
See you.